Yellow, yellow. Welcome one, welcome all. We have 2 more coins. It's actually my last 2 coins. Until I go out and get more. So yeah, welcome. We've had quite the week last week. Florida just isn't catching a break along with the rest of the East Coast, as it were. But hopefully that'll change here soon. And gods, I can't wait until we get a cold front and a little break from the heat. So our last 2 coins are going to be Venusaur, which means we would have done all 3 of the fully evolved starters for like OG Gen. And then I've got a Screamtail, a shiny Screamtail, which we'll start with this one first. Because all the pink. And look what I got. I got a fancy palette knife so I can mix my colors. I'm fancy now. Alright, so Screamtail here is this lovely pale pink with dark pink accents and yellow eyes. I feel like they could have changed the way this looked, because Screamtail, if you don't know, is like the ancient version of Jigglypuff. I feel like they could have done so much more with it. But hey. Not my department. So we're going to be mixing some... Ooh. Shake, shake, shake. Some white and pink here. I need to remember to get more white paint soon. So, a little bit more white here. This needs to be like a very pale pink. And I don't mind having a lot of this one since I have a lot of surface area here that I need to cover. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Having a good Monday, good start to your week. Ooh, we are getting somewhere with this. Ooh, yeah. Nice pale pink here, but I think it needs to be just a touch paler. Not quite this dark. We're going to do a little bit more white. I won't lie, it currently has like the look of Pepto-Bismol. Ooh, that would have been a mess. Oh my goodness. A little bit more white. Did not expect the pink to be as overpowering as it was. Though I'm not surprised. I think we have reached a happy little medium here. All right. So let me... There we go. So there's our pale pink here. Hit the microphone as I go. But yeah, hope everyone's doing good. The upcoming plans. Wednesday, I might do Zenless. I know I'll be doing a video game. I just don't know which one. I'm going to talk to some people and see if they want to do maybe some Among Us. If not, we'll do Zenless or something else. As for next Monday, the coin painting will be put on pause, as again, I do not have any coins and I have not been back to my local store to get more, so. Oh, I was doing so good there. But yeah, now that we're back to full schedule. Well, the reason I couldn't do anything last week for Wednesday was because I had my family over because they actually evacuated for Hurricane Milton because they were in the Tampa area. And I would much rather have them over here safe and sound and not know what's happening to them. They're actually back home now. I don't know if they got power yet. Which reminds me, I should call, or at least text them. Because I know they went and got gas and propane for the generator the other day, so they're okay for that part. Let me text my dad real quick. Give me just a second. There. Text my dad. But yeah. So far they're doing good. What's oddly enough is they're in an area where there's some mild flooding. No power, but the generator is still running. Well, that's something. So they have power in that they have a generator, so the generator's keeping them going. But no power back. They're said to get power hopefully by the 17th. At least that's what the Tampa Electric is looking at. Now, whether that's true or not, I do know some people have some friends that live in that area. Different part, obviously, that they got power back. Though it kind of like did an on-off again thing today, so. Hope everybody's doing good. I know I've said it before, but you know. Been a weird Monday. Not bad, just weird. I'm blaming like the change in weather and then like obviously the post-storm stuff. Just things are weird. Trying to find that equilibrium again, I think. I am just making a mess with this. There's no making it smooth. That's the annoying part in this. Nah, that won't work. I think we're getting to that point of the year where everything's just getting like stupid busy for everybody now. So, like holidays are starting to come up, so people are either working overtime or hours are being extended. I don't know. I guess it's just weird today. I don't know if it's because it's like the season or in general. I don't know. I do know that my bank and slash the dealership I got my car from was trying to give me a flipping heart attack. That or I'm just impatient. I'm chalking it up to being impatient, but also they kind of gave me a little mini heart attack. Because I was afraid for a moment when I was looking at stuff that they had given my... Because we had wanted to go with Ally for the car loan stuff. And we were afraid for a hot second that they hadn't listened to us and just decided, nope, you're going to do this. Even though they told us, yeah, sure. So, just... one mini panic heart attack later. And a phone call to their finance department, and it's all squared away. It's just waiting on paperwork to go through. And by paperwork to go through, I mean it's just, 3 to 4 business days type thing, where it's like 2.5 business weeks. Honestly, I think the most frustrating part was the fact of not getting a hold of anybody after being like transferred to like 3 different lines and like still nobody picked up. I finally just called to say, hey, look, nobody's picking up and I need to talk to someone about this like now. Make a mess. I try to stay in between the lines on these things, but it's so hard sometimes. Alright, so I'm gonna need the finer detail brush now. Not alive, I don't have anyone to talk to, not a whole lot to say. And if I don't have anything to say or anyone to talk to, guess what? I'm gonna focus on the art. So, no, mind you, I've always been like that when it comes to art. No, I made a mess. God bless America. Burr on my finger. I will say I did debate on knitting while streaming, but I don't know how well that would go over. Honestly. How annoying. Hey, Stormy. Good, but weird. I was just saying earlier how, like, today just kind of felt like a weird Monday. Like, not bad, just weird. And I don't know how to explain it. How are you doing? Oh, missed a spot. It's Indigenous Peoples Day. Tried to go vote in place. Oh my god. Yeah, so I went to go try and send something off, a trade that I made, and I totally forgot that today was Columbus, like, the Columbus Day / Indigenous People Day. And so, like, I say Columbus Day just because, like, I know some people probably be like, what's Indigenous People Day? Like, they don't know, but it totally is Indigenous People Day. But I forgot that the U.S. Post Office and like the federal government celebrate that, and all offices are closed. And I was just walking in there. It was bizarre to see like an area I had to like totally like 100% expect to be open, and like shutters were closed and stuff. And I was just like, what? I may have said the F word. No, I totally said the F word. I was like, what the fuck? No, well, yeah, they did. And that was the annoying part too. But the thing was, for mine, like, I needed to pay for my parcel. So it was like, I couldn't do anything because obviously there's no one there to pay for like the shipping and everything. So. Mind you, it does explain why I didn't get any notification about getting any mail today. So I was like, because part of me was like, oh, I guess we're just not getting any mail today. Like, we didn't have anything coming in. No, there's literally no mail coming in today. Yeah, just a weird day. Like I said, it's not bad, just weird day. I think it's because of that quasi-holiday feeling for some people, and where others it's just a normal Monday. It also doesn't help that it's like that it's still like that weird post-recovery from like a hurricane. Because like I was worried about my parents all weekend because they went back home last Friday, but they went home to a place that has no power, and they don't even know, at the time they didn't know when they were going to get power back. They're guessing around Thursday, hopefully, but luckily they have a generator. But then like my dad decided to like give me like a mini heart attack and was like, oh yeah, we're almost out of propane for the generator. And of course there's like a gas shortage in that area, so I'm like, crap, do I need to like go down there and play like save your daughter and like help my parents when I'm already in like a weird position on my own of just like, I don't have any PTO right now. But luckily I managed to like help by like looking online at places that were like, more readily available, and was like, hey, I suggest you go here. And he listened to me. I was so afraid he was gonna be like, stubborn and be like, oh, I got this. And be like, cool, I know you got this, but like, let me help you. Because like originally he was like worried about gas. He didn't have a gas can or anything, so he was worried about going and getting gas. And then so I ended up looking up places that were not too far away from where he is, but far enough away that like they had a possibility. And sure enough, they had the gas cans he was looking for, and they went and got it. Like, yeah, it was pretty far out of the way for them, but they don't have to fight with the lines and everything going on. Because it'd be cray-cray out there, man. Yeah. I legitimately was like, I will drop everything and go help my parents right now. I got that hybrid car. I don't have to worry about gas as much. As long as he doesn't try to put it in random tubs like some people. No. My dad's a stickler for that type of thing of like things have a place. Like you follow that type of rules and whatnot. Like, so he's pretty good about that. He's a former police officer, so he knows all that stuff. But yeah, so they managed to go find, because it wasn't just for him and my mom, it was another friend of theirs. They were helping them out too, so like they both went to go get stuff. But yeah, it's crazy. I don't know if you've seen like half the stuff that's gone on out there. Like between like the damage and just like the lack of supplies in certain areas. I won't lie though, the one thing that really surprised me about Hurricane Milton was like the amount of ever-loving tornadoes that popped up. I can wholeheartedly say that getting large wedge-style tornadoes, which are like huge, in Florida is not common. Yeah, the flooding. Flooding is oddly enough like really close to the area where my parents live, so I had to like check where my parents were in comparison to where the flooding had been noted. Luckily, they're far enough inland away from the river that's flooding, which is causing that, so they're good. They did get some house damage. The inside of the ceiling, not the roof, but the ceiling of the garage fell in, part of it. So I don't know what the cause of it is yet, and I'm trying to convince my parents to not be stubborn about contacting insurance and at least getting a inspection done. Honestly, I think they need a new roof, but hey, I'll settle for them at least going for an inspection. But yeah, the flooding, part of it is from like release of reservoirs and stuff. Another part of it is just the river flooding. Because that's not an area that I didn't expect it to flood like that. I think it's, I wouldn't say similar, but a very close thing to what happened in North Carolina. Not nearly on that scale, mind you. But just the amount of rainfall that they got, that poor river was just like, I can't handle it. No. I'm just making a mess. Whee! But yeah, it's crazy down there. And luckily, like I said, checked on some of my friends that were down there. They're doing good. One of them just got power back today, so yay. Has much of the water receded yet? I'm not sure. I don't think it's risen any further, but I don't think it's necessarily gone down yet either. Doing Screamtail, by the way. Screamtail. Trying to see if there's any edges I need to clean up. Some of these indents are kind of very narrow to the point where this toothpick isn't gonna get in there, and I just touched it. Why? I touched a wet spot. But yeah, I'm not sure if a lot of the water has completely receded yet. I know, as far as I'm aware, unless somebody goes driving off into it, I don't think they're doing any more water rescues right now. Alright, so I need this kind of like, not as pale as this. I got myself a handy dandy palette knife to mix my colors now instead of having to fight with a toothpick. Yes and no. The color scheme's not necessarily that hard. It's getting the right shades of that pink. That's the hard part. Because it's got like 3 different shades of pink. You got the darker pink on the tail, which even that's not even totally correct, but I'm not going to fix that now because I've been there. And then you get the lighter body color, and then there's like a slightly in between the darker and the light for like accents and stuff. So that's the hard part. Ooh, I have been on, I want to say a reading kick. Pink on pink on pink on pink. Yeah. But no, what was it? I've been on a reading kick, and by reading kick I mean audiobook because it's easier while I'm working. But my sister got me into the Fourth Wing series, which isn't bad. It's about dragons and dragon riders, and like it's got a militaristic style build in terms of like city and whatnot and kingdom. And then you have the dragons that are, they'll bond with a rider without spoiling too much, obviously. They'll bond with a rider, but if they don't like you, guess what? They're gonna like either burn you or eat you. So, you know. It's a decent series so far. I'm enjoying it. I'm on the second book now. I got the first book physically and read that, and then my sister had the second one on her Audible account, so she's letting me use that to quote unquote read it. And I like it. If you've ever read The Dragon Riders of Pern, it's kind of like that, but a little bit more brutal. If that makes any sense. Okay, let's see here. Kind of. Yeah, kind of like an adult version of How to Train Your Dragon. But they're in a kingdom that is, they have a military war college essentially, and that's like the highest like form of college, and it's very militaristic in terms of like their culture. So it's interesting. A little bit of light brown. But I've enjoyed the book. It's been really fun to read. I think I'm halfway through the second book right now. God, that brown just drowns it. Okay, a little bit more yellow. All this paint just so I can get a certain shade of yellow. And then let's see what else. Of course, I read the ACOTAR series. I'm caught up for the most part. Book 5 was hard to get through because I don't really care for the character that the book focuses on, which is the older sister, if you've read it. And I did not like her. I don't care if she got redemption and stuff, but like I just did not like her. Okay. So that 4th book was hard to get through. Oh no. Okay, so thank you. I do try. It's hard sometimes, but I do try. All right, what is this? Okay, that's like this. Have you read any books recently, Stormy? Other than maybe kids' books? Which, nothing wrong with kid books. I mean, like, for you, like, have you read any books for yourself? And if so, what you reading? Clean up some of the sides here. Do, 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 do. Boo, 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 boo. Okay, let's see here. Doing some more of this kind of like I don't lie, it's kind of hard to do these sometimes when the glint of the shiny part of the coin gets like right up into my eyes and I'm like, I can't see. Boo boo. Ermigerd. But yeah. Not much happening over here right now outside of just Monday being Monday. Hope your day's going well, Stormy. I imagine that lack of response is a babu, which ain't nothing wrong with. Is it creepy enough? Oh no. Is it sleep regression or just him fighting it for today? It does look possessed. I mean, to be fair, it looks like that normally, so I kind of, like as I was saying earlier, I was saying I think the design for Screamtail is kind of cool, but at the same time a little lazy. I think my favorite Paradox Pokemon has to be the one for Mischievous. I don't remember what the Paradox name for it is. Not sure if it's regression or night. Oh, I hope it's not nightmares. I mean, I don't want to be sleep regression either, but I really don't want it to be nightmares. There it goes. I'm kind of have to take like something with a finer point, probably a X-Acto knife, and clean it out a little bit, because like some of the spots where the paint's at, it's too thin of an area for the brush to get into. And I'm gonna leave the edges border sparkling on this one. But there's our Screamtail. I might do just a little. I don't know if I want to do black per se. Do a little bit of gray for some shading here. Adding a little white so it's not like just... There we go for some shading. Trying to get a little bit of like some paint on there to give a little bit more shading and in-depth in certain spots here. But like not too much. All right, let's see if I can't. I don't know about like that. That's not quite the color I'm looking for on that one. Yeah, it's on my finger. That's more like what I was looking for. Alright, let's fix that up, because that's not quite how I wanted it. I have no idea what that song was, but that was very pretty. Just being messy with this one. Like, unintentionally messy. I'm not gonna lie, half this, like, I know where the songs are coming from this, like, certain ones, like, I recognize the melody and the tune, but part of, like, the music that's going with it is giving me the whole sail away, like, vibes. I don't... That's just me. Thank you. I was trying to go for, like, it, because I had, like, this kind of, like, golden yellow, like, effect on the eye, so I was trying to pull that off on this one as best as I could. Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna stop messing with the tail now. Or the hair, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so other than clean up on that, Dreamtail's done. So, our next one is going to be... Next and last one is going to be Venusaur here. But let me get my reference up. Okay, we're going to leave out... Obviously, we're going to need the black, possibly. Leave out the white. We'll leave out the yellow, that one. I'll leave out the light brown too, because I'm going to definitely need that. Gray we'll leave out, and then I need to get bluish green and my greens, as well as pink's going to stay, because it's going to get mixed with a little bit of red for the flower. But we're going to do some red. I think ocean blue mixed with maybe like a little bit of turquoise and a little bit of, like, light green. Maybe some mint green to go with it to help. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna do his body first. We're gonna try and get that. Honestly, the ocean blue's pretty darn close, but not quite. Ooh, not the dark green. That would really mess things up. So do a drop of light green, and we're going to do a drop of this turquoise just to kind of make sure the green doesn't take over too much. Alright, so got my 3 colors right there, with the ocean blue being I don't know if I did anything. Honestly, though, like, I mean, that's pretty darn close to Venusaur color, I'd say. Okay, so let's get on it started. Let's get it started, yeah. And if you get glimpses of my hair, I went and dyed my hair back in nice deep purple instead of that weird pastel-y purple I had before. We are back in business, ladies and gent, with the purple. Ooh, we're going to a Sonic the Hedgehog concert this weekend. That's gonna be fun. Almost got to go to a Final Fantasy concert when I went to a con, but the way the timing played out on that one, we ended up missing it, sadly. But yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog concert. I'm excited to see how that's gonna go. I hope they play Green Hill Zone. Honestly, if they do like the one where like the underwater one, and they do it where like they play it where like you're about to die, if like you run out of air, like like that lead up to like if you're about to run out of air in the water zone area. Ooh, instant panic. If you've ever played that zone in Sonic, then you're just like, ah. And I imagine they'll play a lot of like from like OG songs and then like some from like maybe cartoon. I don't know. I wonder if they'll do any from like the movie too. I don't know if they have the rights to do that. I don't know if it's like video game exclusive or like all encompassing Sonic the Hedgehog. And I don't want to look it up because I don't want to spoil anything. Yep, doing Venusaur. I think it's you and one other person that likes Venusaur in the group. I can't remember who else it is. Oh, that's right, it's Gwen. Thank you. I'm gonna have you and Gwen just fight over it. I'll flip the coin. Hey, look, somebody's got to give the poor plant dinosaur some love. Lord knows half people that play the video games don't. I know. Okay. Had a little piece of fur or something. Oh my lord. Messy ear. Venusaur was destructive in the OG Red and Blue. Oh, I bet. I sadly never got to play the OG Red and Blue game. Not that it stopped me from playing my friends on occasion, but of course I never got too far into it because I didn't want to mess up their gameplay. What is going on here? Come on. Quit it. Did I get the thing? There's another piece of fur here. Hang on. That's a big piece of fur. God bless America. Come on. I had the blue version. Loved nicknaming all the Pokemon. You know, I forgot you could do that. And someone told me, and I was like, oh yeah. Because, like, the new games, I don't bother nicknaming. Actually, no, I didn't start nicknaming until Sword and Shield. I nicknamed my Inteleon Lincoln because, like, when it's the middle evolution, he looks like he's emo. And my brain went, hey, emo Lincoln Park. So his name was Lincoln. And then I named my Tinkerton Pastel Goth Girl. Yeah. I mean, come on, did it not look like that? Like, went from like a crying baby of a lizard to emo goth kid to sharpshooter James Bond. For Inteleon. I should be more specific. Definitely emo. New Pokemon have... Dude, they do, and I love it. I like that the personalities on, like, a lot of these Pokemon are, like, coming out a little bit more. Because, like, in-game it says, oh, they have this type of personality, and you can't really tell it too much until you start, like, interacting with them. And then you're like, oh, yeah, no, you definitely are this personality. Look at me, just making an ever-loving mess over here. No. A little better. I'm really excited for... I know I've said this 1,000 times, but I'm really excited for the ZA Pokemon's Legends to come out. Like, I know that the starters aren't the same, because they had a leak. They're not going to be the same as what it was in X and Y, I'll say that much. But I'm really hoping they still have X and Y starters in it like they did for the other one. Like, you can still get the other starters. What am I doing? Alright, we're going to do green. This mint green would be the perfect color. But I really want my Delphox back again. I miss my Delphox. I'm curious to see what other Pokemon... I wonder if they'll have, like, kind of, like, regional Pokemon like they did in Arceus. But Arceus was that, like, different regional Pokemon in that, like, you were in a different time. Literally a different area. So, like, how is that gonna work out? I'm immensely curious. There we go. Pokemon's gotten crazy with all the megas and oh my gosh, they have. They really have. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the Gigantamax and like the Gigamax stuff, but the Terra ones just you get a cool sparkly hat. That's it. Like, okay. Still, nothing's as bad as the Z moves. The Z moves were the worst. Because I remember playing Sun and Moon and like doing the Z moves and stuff, and like I never felt like it did nearly as much in terms of increase of like damage or attack when I was playing. Outside of a cool quote unquote cool looking move. Like I didn't really feel like it did too much else. But yeah. I'm curious to see like what in like a few years after Legends what they're going to end up coming up with for like the next like gimmick for in-game play. Because they've already done the DLC. They're doing Legends now, which means we're due for another game after Legends in about I want to say mid 2025 or the early 2026 if we go by like their usual like release terms and stuff for Pokemon games. And then like what other new Pokemon are they going to end up creating too? Like, do you think they'll create like a new Pokemon for the ZA game? Because they did Blood Moon. They did a different version of Ursaluna. They did a different version of a lot of like common Pokemon that we already know. But again, that was like they're either Guardian Pokemon or they were like not ancient but like older Pokemon before like they evolved and like got in with like humans and stuff. Whereas this is an established city. I'm curious to know if it's going to be like it's the established city like a few years after like the huge calamity or something like that. Like if you've ever like gone through the XY lore. But everything's a little too futuristic for that, so I'm not sure. All I know is I want my murder bird back. I want my Delphox and I want my murder bird. We've hit smooth jazz lo-fi. Trying to get this leaf. His leaves are hard to paint because there's just so many edges. He's getting there. He's coming together. Okay, I'm curious what... I don't know what that last one was from. Ooh, here's a good one. What are you looking forward to in the new Legends game for Pokemon? Are you looking forward to new Pokemon, new story, return of Pokemon, certain Pokemon I should say, and then... what else? I'm definitely excited for like how they're gonna handle the gameplay. Like, what are they gonna do different that they didn't do or did do in Arceus? I hope they stick with a similar, like, I wouldn't say open world, but very similar open world to what they did in Arceus. I hope they stick with that. That was a good idea. There has been leak of, like, who your mounts are gonna be. So they're doing mounted Pokemon again, like they did in Arceus. I'm not gonna say what they are or who they are for those who don't want leaks and stuff. And plus, because it's still too early, so I'm not even sure what to believe in terms of what has been quote-unquote leaked. Dude, somebody did a fan drawing of like what mega evolutions of like Delphox and a few like Chestnut and Greninja would look like. Bro, their design was really cool. Kind of made me wish like maybe it was what they were gonna do, but who knows? Maybe they still will. I'm not sure. I haven't played any game beyond Diamond, with the exception of Let's Go. Dude, play Arceus. You would enjoy Legends Arceus. It's got good story. It's got fun new style Pokemon. And the gameplay is just completely different from, like, say, the regular Pokemon games. And it's just so much fun. I highly recommend it whenever you get a chance. But yeah, Legends Arceus, good game. Trying to do a little bit of cleanup here on some of the edges. Alright, so a little bit dark green for a small spot here. Definitely a Final Fantasy song. Or based off a Final Fantasy song. One currently playing. There we go. Caught an edge or two that I missed. Alright, so here he is so far, not looking too bad if I say so myself. Now we're gonna go on to that flower, which kind of has like a pinky reddish. So we're gonna need pink and I'm gonna need red, which I have right here. We're gonna do pink. I'll do like 2 drops of red because I know, or actually let me do 1 drop of red first. It's like, I don't want to overpower it. A little bit more red. 1 more drop. Alright, I think we finally got the flower color. And again, with the pink. I think I realized I just missed another leaf. But I'm not too worried about that because it's a single leaf color of mint green, so versus a color I have to mix up, so I'm not worried about going back and filling that in. What's everyone doing for Halloween? We're doing a early Halloween party since Halloween is on a weekday this year. So like the Saturday before Halloween, we're doing a Halloween party. And the theme for this year, because normally we just do like, hey, come dressed up if you want, enjoy, have fun. This year we're doing a theme where it's memes. And I'm going to do the This Is Fine, where it's the dog sitting in a cafe that's on fire drinking tea. That's going to be my meme costume. My husband and friend of ours, they're going to do the Spider-Man point. I was going to do it with them, but I could not find a Spidey-Gwen outfit that was suitable for my taste. And by taste, I mean wasn't going to show off every single one of my belly rolls. Because I understand that those are skin-tight outfits, and I am not comfortable with that. But I was trying to find one. I found like this cute little poncho-looking one, but it was sold out. And then the one they did have was like kid size, and I was just like, okay. I am too womanly shaped to be doing children's clothes like that. Because like, even if I got like the biggest size, it would not have fit. And like, I'm not big per se, but like, I'm just not comfortable showing off like skin tight. Like I did a Raven outfit one year for Halloween and I couldn't keep the outfit on too long because like I was just so self-conscious and so just like, I'm not comfortable. But I did wear it for as long as I could, and it was really fun being Raven. Because I had purple hair, and it was fairly short at the time, and I was like, let's do it. Let's do Raven. And my husband did Beast Boy. That was fun. He did like a full green body paint and on his face. It was a lot of paint. I remember that. I think I made you put Vaseline on your face or something prior to putting it on, so that like when you had to go wash it off, it would come off easier. Or made you use Vaseline to clean it off. I don't remember. I just know I was trying to help you prevent any like staining of any kind, but also help you remove it easier. Hey, Anne, there you are. I was wondering where you were. Hope things are okay on your end. I was just talking about how like our Halloween plans this year. This year we're doing a themed Halloween party for our friends and stuff, where we're doing memes. I'm here. Oh, I figured as much. I'm not about to rush y'all people with kids. Honestly, I just always appreciate when y'all do come on anyway. Cause life be hard, yo. I know Stormy showed up on a good day. I know they just reminded me that they like Venusaur. And today was Venusaur Day. Did get Screamtail done. So we have our lovely Screamtail here. And this is what we've got so far with the Venusaur. But yeah, the Halloween party for this year, because like the year before we didn't really have any theme per se, but we kind of went all out when it came to like party drinks, because we did like specialty party drinks and themed drinks, and they did pretty well, but that was expensive, so we're being a little bit more kind to ourselves financially and setting a themed party rather than themed food and drinks, whereas I think this year we're just doing pizza. Screamtail is a cutie. I need to go get some like Check Lane blisters that have like the coins in them, because I think there was one, like the newest stuff that's came out has Dragonair in it. It would let me have an excuse to go buy a Pokemon pack. I need it for the coin, I swear. The pack is just a bonus, teehee. Exactly. Because the last time I went to my local card store, they didn't really have that many wide variety of coins. And if they did, I kind of took them all. So, like, they didn't have any more Eevee coins after the last one I took. They had a lot of Screamtails, a lot of Iron Valiant, a handful of Charizard coins, a few of the smaller like Lycanroc, and one other tiny coin. But they didn't have much else. I saw some at Kohl's, of all places yesterday. Almost got... Hey, you know? Join me in the madness that is painting shiny plastic coins for the heck of it. Like, I got commissioned for, like, a few of them, but, like, otherwise, I don't get paid for this. This is just me being like, I bet I can paint these. Let me paint them. They're great for streaming, don't get me wrong. There's a reason I send these to you and Spree, and it's because, I would just end up holding on to them and, like, they just be sitting there. I send them to y'all so y'all can give them away to people. Like you. I want a lo-fi, like, non-copyrighted Steven Universe playlist. That'd be fun. Because Steven Universe had, like, some really good music. Gotta paint all the coins. Oh yeah, I gotta get them all. I was just happy that, Prince Hal commissioned me to do the evolution coin. I didn't think I'd get to do that one. That was fun. And I don't mean Eevee himself. I did Eevee. I meant like the evolution itself. Like I didn't think I'd get to do that one. And oddly enough, when Ginger requested I do the Metagross coin, I was like, I actually have a Metagross coin. I will do that one. It was. It turned out really well. Like, I feel like there are a few things I probably would have changed on it. Like, had I had a chance to, like, change it. Like, I probably would have gotten maybe more, what do you call it? Glossy paint for, what you call them? The other one? Vaporeon, other than the white. Because that's the only gloss paint I have is white. Okay, so the top of this thing is like this nice goldy yellow color. Let's see here. I might... Coin glare got me for a second. I couldn't see what I was doing. Yeah, baby. All right. Now the fun game of let's make tongue color. All right. A little bit of pink. A little bit of yellow. A little bit of red. Some orange. And let me mix that up and see what that does. That red like just takes over. I think if I add like a little bit of pink and a little bit of white, it'll do what I want it to. Pink. White. Yeah, look, I got myself a palette knife, so I'm not using a toothpick to mix. And I will say, it does make mixing this paint way more easier. And now it's too pale. Or is it? What do we think? Fancy 1% better. Oh, I know. I will say it does make mixing paint like 10 times easier. I want to add some of this pink from the petals into this. Maybe that'll help. It does help. Look at that. There we go. That's more tongue fleshy color for me. Y'all sharing brainwaves. We're sharing brainwaves over here. I need to find, listening to this song just reminded me, there was a song, it was called the Chocobo song. It was really specific because there's a lot of Chocobo songs, but it was like a satire parody about Final Fantasy using the Chocobos, that, and it was so funny. I have to find it and see if it's still on the internet and share it. Perfect tongue color. Look at that. Perfect. 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 And while I still have some of this Venusaur color, let me fix this. A little bit here, here. A little on the mouth here. Here, here. Okay. all the colors. I know, it's so good. Like, he's coming together. Like, all I gotta do is add some white and a little bit of red into the eyes, and he's golden. Actually, before I add the red, or do I? No, I'm gonna do the red first. I'm having to like lean in so I can see this. And keep my headphones up at the same time. Because I have ears on my headphones. And they're gonna like fall forward if I don't hold on to them. Okay. Okay, now we can do white. Okay, I want to say this one's Animal Crossing, the song. Oh no, it's just Nintendo 64 Pokemon. I'm terrible at guessing which one's which. But you can't blame me, it does have an Animal Crossing-esque vibe to it. Hey Miranda, welcome in. Hope y'all are doing well up there. Or down there, I should say. Welcome in. We did Screamtail, and I'm getting to the finishing parts of this Venusaur. Oh, making a mess. Let me see if I can't not make a mess. Can I clean up my mess without making a mess? I can sort of clean up a mess without making a mess. Oh, right. So, like, the hollow you're seeing, that's the original coin texture or coloring. And I have to keep it on like that, because, like, it looks so much better with that one having, like, the hollow effect still on it some way. But yeah. I don't know if you saw the last Mondays. I ended up doing Iron Valiant, and I did the same thing where he had that hollow effect, so I kept his hollow effect on him too. This one was tricky because it was so confusing on like where certain parts of this Pokemon's anatomy were. So that was fun. Okay. We got the flower petal. Trying not to be blinded by this coin. I did a Pikachu coin a while back and it was all streaky. No, okay, don't feel bad about that because mine was streaky too. Like, even Screamtail here, I don't know if you can come across, you can kind of see where he's kind of bumpy and stuff. So bigger ones like that, we're like, I don't know how to not make them, like, they have a bigger surface like that, how to make them not bumpy. Because, like, the one Pikachu I did as well, it also came out kind of, like, bumpy and streaky. So, do not feel bad. You are not alone. For I, too, have done it as well. I do that, like, bigger globs of paint, if that makes sense, kind of help a little bit, but, like, even then, it's still not going to be completely smooth. I haven't tried painting coins, but it's just an excuse to go to the crowd and say, hey. Same. Do it. Go. We actually went to my the craft store recently because Mike's new hobby he's picked up is creating terrains for our D&D session. And he got himself his own paints, so he wouldn't use up mine, but he's got a few shades that I don't have, so I'm like, I might have to borrow these from you. Look, I'll let you know before I steal it. I'm a courteous thief like that. And I'll even do you one more. I'll return it when I'm done. So does that make me a thief? Hey, Says. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for the like. Okay. There's a few small spots that I'm hoping before all my paint for certain ones of these dry up that I can... What else? Hey, welcome in, Says. Thank you so much for stopping by. So as you can see, we did Screamtail. Get you a little close up here. And we're just finishing up Venusaur. As I drop it. No, 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 no! My poor mat. I'm gonna have to go wash it. Y'all didn't see that. What do I need to fix? Okay, it wasn't as bad. We're good. We're all good. It's good. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're good. Where was the spot? Okay. Thank you, Anne. But I do need to figure out how to wash this mat. Get some paint off of it that it's still on there, and then like obviously just generally clean it anyway. I know I've seen like online tutorials on like how to clean these types of mats, but I'm lazy. All right, border. What kind of border do we want for this guy? I don't want to do straight green per se. Do you think like a nice yellow perhaps? Or do we want to do green since, you know, leaf type? I could do like a yellow green. I think maybe a yellow green would be good. Yeah, let's do a yellow green for the border. All right. We'll do this light green here. And do this yellow here. All right. Doing this. Get that color all mixed up in there. There we go. A nice yellow green. I like that. Oh yeah. And that was a little too much. In order to not waste any paint. Let's see here. I will say the only annoying thing about painting with coins is like the glare that comes off the coin, like when you're trying to paint. Like if you look at a single angle, like the glare comes off and hits you in the eyes and you're just like, I can't see anything anymore. Okay. Alright, moving the headphones up so I can. Someone suggested I use like a spray paint, not primer, sealant for when I'm done with these, because I've tried the Mod Podge and Mod Podge just makes it too bumpy and streaky and also kind of tacky in terms of like texture and feel. So I'm thinking eventually of going towards a spray. I just have to look up which one. Real quick, let me hydrate. Let's see here. Clean up just a little bit. Dang it. Always do that. Always do that. Every time. Come on, don't do that. You're not allowed to streak up on me. Not allowed. Alright. I think Venusaur's done. I randomly thought about clear nail polish or the topper once. Don't know. Ooh! Well, see, my thing was, like, my issue with the Mod Podge was, like, when it got into, like, the little crevices and stuff on the coin, it would, like, leave a weird look to it. So, like, even if I did, like, a full, like, just coin swipe, it still looked really weird. And even if I went to clean it up afterwards, it still ended up looking really weird. So, I ended up kind of... I don't know, like, I tried doing, like, how I paint it, where I just went over the Mod Podge and did that, but, like, even then, I still don't feel like it did very well. So, like I said, I think the spray is going to be something I'm going to end up doing eventually. It would be, because then I'll just go and leave it, and I'm done. A little bit of gray. Let's see how well this turns out here in a second. I'm trying to see if I can't make like a shading color here. I don't think this is gonna work. It's not how I want it to. No, that's not right. Maybe a little bit more gray. Well, that might work. Thank you. Try to do just a little bit of shading on here. So try not to do too much, because otherwise then I feel like you're gonna lose parts of this. Yeah. All right. And do that. Wipe that off. Clean the brush. And then I want to do a little bit of highlighting with this. If I can. That's another thing I'm trying to get better at. It's like using different colors to also, like, so it's not just like one flat color. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do anything about the leaves though. Or like the petals, I should say. Okay. I got one with a little bit of a darker shade to it as well. Okay, but like low-key, this looks really cool. Yeah. Look at that. Got a little different gradients of yellow words. Different shades of green on there to kind of get a little more texture. Oh, I did forget one thing to shade. Hang on. There we go. All right. Any more and it's gonna look weird. So there is our Venusaur coin and the Screamtail. Well, that was fun. Huzzah! And here's the palette. That was gloriously fun. Oh, my back. When your body reminds you you're not 20-something anymore. I swear I don't feel like I'm as old as I am. But then I sleep wrong and everything goes down. No! About made a mess. Alright, so next week, I'm out of coins now. I don't know when I'm going to get more. The next Monday's Arts and Crafts Day is going to be 3D Pokemon. And I'm going to make it a little bit easier on myself and do a kind of like pre-made, not pre-made, but pre-cut one. So that I can just assemble it on stream versus cutting things out on stream. Because I feel like that was kind of awkward last time. And I don't want to be awkward again. But to kind of go with next week. Hang on. Give me a second. Sorry, I just noticed something. Anyway, to go for next week's, let me grab the cards here just a moment and we can determine which one to do, which one we're going to assemble next Monday. So this is going to be interactive. So give me a second here. I'm going to go grab the cards. Okay, so there's ones I want to do, and then there's ones that I want to know if y'all want me to do. There's Noibat, Altaria, Rufflet, Draklock, I don't know if I have enough of Dosh Bun. I might have enough for Ninetales. Beldum. I don't know if I have enough of the other ones yet. So. Hey, Prinzy. Thanks. I'm glad you like them. But which ones should we do for next Monday's? I have a lot of Noibat. So we're looking at Rufflet, Altaria, Ninetales, Beldum, or Noibat for next Monday. Which one should we do? I got one for Ninetales. I have my Paper Theater from Stormy. Oh, do it. The Paper Theater is really fun. Okay, so we have one for Ninetales. And if anyone doesn't know, 3D card. So next Monday I'll do a 3D card out of one of these. So Ninetales or Altaria. So we've narrowed it down. Alright, ladies and gents, Ninetales or Altaria for a 3D card for next week. With Altaria, I'll probably end up doing a little bit of UV resin on it for like the stars. And then this one's just going to be a lot of, I want to say layers, but a lot of 3D effect for the tail. So Ninetales seems to be winning so far. Alright. Ninetales it is. We'll save Altaria for when the Surging Sparks comes out. How about that? But in the meantime, Ninetales it is. Alright, so we got, as you can see, I have plenty of Ninetales here. So I can slice and dice. And so that means up until next Monday, I will be planning out how to cut, well, not up till next Monday, but up till when I can, because I'm going to be out of town this coming weekend. So probably sometime this week I will be cutting some of these up. But I'll be planning out how to do it. Is the Ninetales going to be for sale, or do you already have a plan for it? It will, I can sell it if you want it. Honestly, at this point, like, I don't fight to do commissions, because it's just, I'm not very good at advertising myself. But if you want to buy it off me, I will more than happily go, yes, please. I'm not going to turn down money. I have to be a fool. Bet. Then we can DM each other about pricing and stuff. I'll pay $1 more than Prince. Oh, we're gonna go for a bidding war then. Oh. Y'all can duke it out, man. Like, I'm just here making random art because I can. Princey and Anne are gonna fight. But yeah, I'll definitely work on this off and on throughout the week, because like I said, I'm going out of town next Friday, so I won't have as much time over the weekend to actually work on this as much as I do. But I figure if I pre-cut as much as possible, and then Monday stream, we put it together. So, alright. Awesome. You love chat for one. You leave. Did you mean to say you leave chat for 1 second or love chat for 1 second? Because I mean, I love the chat too. Can't leave us alone. Yeah. Yeah, no problem, Princey. Thank you. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna head off for the night, clean up my mess here, and then, like I said, I'll work on this over the weekdays. Have it ready for next Monday to put together. I'll be on Wednesday, doing a game. I'll figure it out. It's gonna be a video game of some kind. But yeah, good night, everyone. See y'all tomorrow, of course. Have a good one. And of course, everybody watching, everyone at home watching later on or whatever, have a great night, great evening, good morning. And as always, stay nerdy.